Just want to take a couple of minutes to talk about the contemporary medical ethics issue assignment that is due next week, due on the 11th. And we talked about it briefly at the beginning of the semester in the narrated syllabus, and then also when we had our on-site. But I want to make sure that you understand what it is that you're doing and what the expectations are again. So you are going to be watching the news, reading the newspaper, reviewing the internet, making sure it's reputable sources. It can also be something that you experience in your personal or professional lives, and you're going to identify a current medical issue that we haven't talked about in class yet. So it can't be some of the things we did earlier, like physician assisted suicide. Remember when we talked about when we were on site together with Dr. Sladek, and we talked about some options for being able to link some of these things to your other assignments. So, you can think in that capacity as well. So you're going to write a paper. I do not want this to be a long paper. Should be no more than 3 pages. That does not have to include the references. References can be on a separate page. Should be double spaced, no smaller than 11 font, no larger than 12. And you're going to have a paper that includes a description of the issue. So just in general, using physician-assisted suicide as an example, just a description of what is it, what is the issue, what factors are influencing the issue. So what are some of the things that are happening that impact that? So for physician-assisted suicide, one of the things that I might say is influencing that is the fact that you have a more conservative government right now. So, having people who are more religious in their beliefs would be something that affects physician assisted suicide. So think about and get some evidence as to what is happening that would affect that issue. Also, every issue has 2 sides. So what is the rhetoric, or what are the arguments that are on each side? What are the pros saying? What are the proponents? What are the opponents saying? How does this issue affect healthcare practice, including the providers and consumers of healthcare services? So how is it affecting the patients? How is it affecting the providers? And again, in terms of something like physician-assisted suicide, how does that affect providers? Well, either healthcare providers are maybe being asked to perform physician-assisted suicide, or they're unable to do so, and they believe in it, and they can't provide their patients with the autonomy that they believe that they should have. How is it affecting the patient? Well, the patient is unable to be autonomous and make those decisions with regard to their own health. So, put both sides of, not both sides of the issue, but include both sides of how it is affecting providers and patients. Include those references, make sure they are in APA. The last assignment I looked at, and you'll be getting grades soon, the last assignment I looked at, the APA was pretty good. So nicely done. And then, so this is worth 20% of your course grade. And I'm just going to flip over to the grading criteria that I'm going to be posting. So this is your grading criteria. I didn't use a rubric because I think you want to have a little bit of gray area or a little bit of more flexibility in this assignment. So the description of the issue is worth 25 points. The factors influencing the issue, so, we've talked about these, 15 points. The rhetoric on both sides, worth 15 points. How is healthcare impacted, worth 15 points. The organization and flows, 10 points. Mechanics and grammar, 10 points. And references are worth 10 points. So that's it for the assignment. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. And that'll do it. Have a good day.